What is up guys, and welcome back to the channel. This is the Humble Lecter, and today we have the two pack here, the Marvel Legends Gamerverse series, Mr. Negative and Inner Demon. Initially I didn't want to get this. I know this one came out a few weeks ago, but as a big fan of the PS4 game, I don't have the PS5 yet, but as a big fan of the PS4 Spider-Man again, I had to get this because it just makes the whole set complete. And yes, today what we can do is of course unbox these two bad boys up, check out all the accessories, the articulation, and check out how do they fare with the other Gamerverse Spider-Man. So yes, let's get right into it. Okay, so now let us do some unboxing over here. And before we do that, I just want to show you what we have on the back. So here's the product image. And as you can see, with the Inner Demon, they do have actually quite a lot of accessories that comes with it. They give you three things, which we are going to check out. And this one here, not a big fan of the packaging nowadays. I mean, yes, I know Hasbro, they're quite big right now, and I mean, getting bigger. I think this is the golden age of toys, you know, banning all these adult toys. So, yes, definitely, you know, they're trying to do their part by, you know, doing all these things like Apple, you know, trying to reduce the consumption of plastic. But as a collector, you know, it's a bit disappointing getting all this. I mean, look at this. Looks like a body bag for all this. And my box came in a little bit dented, which is a bit of a miss. But again, these boxes are not, to say, you know, the best compared to the ones we have on the back here. So for me, it doesn't really matter. So over here on the side, we have the Mr. Negative and In Demon. And over here, we have the game pictures as well. So let's check out the accessories that comes with these two figures. Alright, so starting here with the Inner Demon accessories, we have three head sculpts over here, which is going to be amazing in case if you guys want to have your army builder. And going on to the hands, we have two close-up fist hands, and we do have two gun holding hands as well. Those are the guns. We have one machine gun and we have one handgun. We have the blaster pew pew over here to add to the effects, and the same one that's been seen on the Retro Apocalypse. We have the bat here that's also been seen with the Retro Hammerhead figure, and we have a machete as well. So tons and tons of accessories. We have the shadow effects over here, and we have the fisted ones, and we have some small effects, which I'm going to see how we're going to attach this to the Inner Demon figure. And with the Mr. Negative, there isn't much to it. There's no extra hands, no extra head, but we do have the flaming sword over here. So we have the white sword, and we have the negative effect, and we have the hands one as well. Alright, so looking at the Inner Demon figure, it looks really badass, looks really cool, and yes, I did use this head sculpt over here. Just for your information, it is using the same exact body mold as with the Logan, Wolverine, and Charles Xavier 2 pack, which you might have seen. So if you do see some of those loose figures, you can actually use it back again for this one to add on to your army building instead of buying the 2-pack from this set. So yes, you can actually have to, I mean, you can do that. I mean, you can do anything you want, but this is what you're gonna get. So taking a closer look on this, what we notice is that first of all, the head sculpt on this looks really menacing, really awesome, a lot of details. It feels a little bit softer nowadays with the Marvel Legends figures, but I gotta say, it looks really awesome. I mean, if you look at the hair at the back, all that sculpting that's going through over here, looking really awesome. And then you go on to the ears as well, the face mask. I mean, everything on this looks really nice. The teeth as well comes out really nice sculpted. It's not just like painted or whatsoever. It's really all sculpted in, and very nice body. I mean, it's very hard to kind of make it stand, to be honest. It took me some time to get this because of the feet, but overall, I mean, it's a very nice body to get. I mean, if you see any loose figures, I just would advise you just to buy it. You never know. And going on to the shirt as well, details as well, very nice. And going on to the sleeves here, we have seen this again. If you have seen the Wolverine figure going on there, we have the belt as well. Very nice touch to it, that nice silver buckle, which you can see right here. And then we have the trousers. I like the way they kept it all black, clean and simple. And if you look at the boots, it's actually quite interesting because they have made it shiny, you know, a proper boots over here on both of these two legs. You know, they didn't just make it like brown or like, you know, just normal black. They kind of made it different because this one does have the matte finish to it. As you can see, there's a little bit of warping in the legs, but overall, a very nice solid figure. And next up we have the Mr. Negative, and again we have seen this body. We have the Everett Ross body here, with the as you can see there, really hard to stand, which is very annoying with that boots over here. So yes, I did use the Everett Ross body with the Matt Murdock head. I made it to the Matt Murdock head. I know it's the Cyclops head, but yes, we have seen this body many times before. Very hard to stand. You know, it is what it is. I'm just going to stop rotating on this. It looks really awesome, nonetheless. Very clean and simple. I'm not sure how long the white would last on this, you know, being staying white. But in terms of, like, if you guys have played the game, I would say this is a very good interpretation of it. The sword looks really awesome. You just gotta slide it in over here and it gets the job done. That's what she said. You do have the nice negative effects on hands. So going on to this, you can see the face here does look really cool. I mean, there's a bit of some scarring on my left cheek, if you can see here. But in terms of the face, I think it does give you a good amount of details. Very nice hair sculpt again. If you see the top here, you do have the lines, and it's not, again, just not painted. It's really sculpted in. You have the side split over here going on to the back as well. It's a little bit flat on the back, but again, they still have very nice sculpting on the head. And then the face, I would say it looks good. The eyebrows do stand out. And again, going to the shirt, it's I think the older kind of mold. So you have the tie that you can just play around with. You have your collar, the formal collar. And in terms of the suit here, it looks not too bad. You have a nice pocket on the sides here. And in terms of the movement, you know, that's what you're going to get. And you have your, again, your belt buckle in the center. And you have nice boots. And again, like if you've seen with the Inner Demon, over here, this one was a bit more shiny, but this one's a bit more matte, so it kind of just follows through. Not so much effort, I would say, given to Mr. Negative here, which is a bit of a bummer, but then again, this is how it is during the PS4 game. Now moving on to articulation, starting with the Inner Demon. In terms of the head movement, you can tilt the head all the way up and all the way down this much. And in terms of there's no butterfly joints as you would expect, but you do have the bicep swivel and you do have the arm hinge over here. In terms of the hands as well, you have the swivel and you can go up and down as you would. In terms of the hand movement, this is as far as it goes on both sides. So not too bad, a lot of range of motion. And then going on to the torso here, you can bend it forward this much and you can bend backwards a little bit because it is restricted by the suit over here, which is normal because if you wear a suit, you definitely know it's a bit restricted. Going on to the waist here, you have your waist swivel, very nice motion over here. Going on to the upper thighs, you have the upper thigh swivel, and going on to the knees, you have your double jointed knees and go up this much. And lastly, we have the ankle pivot going up and down and a lot of range of motion over there. And now with Mr. Negative, what you can do is tilt the head up this much and go all the way down this much, which isn't that much, to be honest. It's just like that and like this. So it's a bit stiff on my figure in terms of the arms here. This one can go up this much again, which is not too bad. And then you do have your bicep swivel, you have your jointed here, which you can see it's a bit out, you know, it's like, you know, his arm is like broken. You do have your double jointed elbows, which of course is a good thing. Same thing as the Inner Demon. And you do have your hand swivel, but it is a bit restricted with that coat on here. Going on to the torso, it can bend forward this much. And again, with the Inner Demon, you can't bend backwards too much because it is restricted by the suit. And you do have your waist swivel as well. Going on to the upper thighs, swivel here, double jointed knees. Bam, very rock star like Michael Jackson. You do have your ankle pivot, but it doesn't really go forward or backwards that much. Again, restricted by the trousers on this. Very hard to make this stand. And measuring out these figures, this one does stand about the 6-inch mark, but you can see it's a little bit slanted on both of these two figures because it's really hard to make them stand. And here is next to the Peter Parker Spider-Man Gamerverse, and I gotta say both of them, all three, do look really good. And finally, I managed to complete my set over here. And by completing that, I mean that we have already 3 suits from the Spider-Man if you don't include the Miles Morales that we have here. So let me know in the comments down below which is your favorite Spider-Man PS4 suit, and hopefully it will come to the Marvel Legends series. So there we have it with the Mr. Negative and Inner Demon 2-pack from the... oh my god, as you can see there, this is just really annoying with this figure. And for that, I would give this maybe a 6 out of 10 for this 2-pack series over here. I mean, it's a nice one if you guys have been playing the Spider-Man PS4 game or whatsoever. You want to make your collection complete, you want to make your army build over this. But as you can see, I mean, imagine having an army builder or figures that can't stand, really very difficult, and you know, it's just really not that nice. I would just give this a nice 6 out of 10, being generous over here. It's not the best. I think a lot of people would just pass on this if you do not play the PlayStation game. And there we have it. This kind of reminiscent, you know, this is just kind of what it shows with this 2-pack series. So let me know in the comments down below. If you guys enjoyed this video, do click the like and smash the subscribe button down below for more videos like this in the future. So that is it. Stay safe, take care, and I'll see you in the next one.